check. One, two. Check, check. One. Why does the speaker always face the side? I don't know why. Check, checking. Check one. Check. One. One, two. One, two, one, two. There's a reason for that. Now, well, you see, in 2016, I'm proceeding to have about 30 pictures like this, but the problem with 2016 and 2023 was that actual problem. You see, that picture before was confuddled. Now it's not a confuddle. But the problem is, when I stood up one day and walked to my doorway and stood in the hallway where I could have proceeded, I did not because I thought that was the problem solved. I was by myself, it was quiet. It's similar to this current moment. I'm by myself, it's quiet. And I'm seated at my computer as earlier, I believe it was, as you would. Now, knowing fully well that your RAM is monitored and that you don't need to press Alt Ctrl and delete, then wait. Or otherwise, remove your card. Please turn off your mobile phones. Let's all go to the woody. Oops, he's going all dirty. No one knows what he's. Wait a minute. Well, now, do you know the history of me? See, I was born and 1989 is the name of the album, and I just want to confirm something because this is simply just a halfway line, but just to understand so I can understand. I may have forgotten this information, but just simply, I want to know if 1989 Taylor Swift, Taylor, Jim Taylor. It wasn't like that, but it was well, we're just gonna be making something. Up too late. That's over. Okay, to the script. The reason it's called 1989. Taylor Swift, new album 1989 was inspired by what? Life 80s. Huh? I thought it was the year in which she was born. She looks young enough to be.
It's interesting how many people
How long does it go
potentially
for?
can
Feel like
surround
I've been in
you
front
if
of the
you
mic.
get to a certain point in your career. Knowing that you're being influenced by only
2
your
minutes
thoughts and
19.
your opinions on
Bloody hell, I did that. No, where were you? No, I was over here. Blast. I hate when um completing things, is that what you're saying? No. If I leave something incomplete, like birth, mine, didn't do it, didn't start it, so I can't complete it. Can only complete it if a new shortcut to which a shortcut has been validated by definition, flying, necessarily mean you need wings. This is the captain. Stay tuned and oh, sorry Phil, you're gonna miss out on it, but don't worry, you catch it later on. Due case to jumping out of the plane. And there was a video of it. And you know what's funny? I had something other than my little statue that I'm looking at about a hand's length. Oh, look at that. I reach out to it and I'm still about 3 to 4 inches away from it. Funny thing, you know what a child would do if they just learn inches? They'd sing the song Inshallah. Le coup les trois, le two le three, 638, 9 degrees. Bum 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 bum. Was at my grandfather's and saw this thing. It had a temperature, it was a glass thing. Bum 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 bum. To tell the temperature, can you tell me what it feels like? Well, it feels like it could be, in between 20 degrees and 21 degrees. But, I'd have to ask somebody else. Oh, yeah. How about you ask the weather app? App? What's an app? The weather app. You don't know what an app is? An app? No, an app. Oh, an app. An app. An app. Is it N for an? Just to recourse my information here. So we can get a broad spectrum or something. That was 2 minutes, now 7 minutes. What were you looking for? You wanted to revise information that you are yet to go. Well, that's why I learned all the things I did. And that's why my life has been my life. I didn't create me. I haven't ended me. But I'm here. Boom. Oh, she's got she looks like a cute little puppy, doesn't she?
Great songs, but because they don't fit my idea of what.
Three of them are not. Now, what are you doing? 9 degrees. 96 degrees in the shade. Oh no, I'm over it. That's right, you're over it. Quick, smart. What the hell? So, on a simple basis, based on the fact I don't have a job, I had Paperboy and Wobbleboarder, but I thought in my head once, noticing that jobs create money and money is just money, but you know what money is as a child, right? Now, as an adult, I know that money has a name, and if you call out the right name to it, there we go. Dirty but we look on this one, look in its Tom. What? I must have forgot something that wasn't going to happen. Restore, why not? It's restored 2 days ago. The restore has just added a whole bunch of, let's see, without looking closely, and I hate the fact that I've learned this without learning the factor of Debbie Bubble, Bubby Bubby. 71% RAM is being used, and 10% RAM is quite important for your Fruity Loops, but RAM is also random access memory. lack of freedom. Can you tell me what that is? Let me show you, Leadville. Say you want some. Oh, there it was. Working on it. Say you're in 1996 and you've got a mouse and a keyboard and you look over at your computer and there's this little place and instead of just a CD player there's a little slot. You think, oh, is that for the SD card or something like that? You're like, no, it's a little 3.5-inch floppy disk that carries three. Anyways, the disk goes into it and you'd have this file explorer, right? Now, notice this thing about those old computers. Now, just remember, we'll take you back to a black and white computer. It goes ding. Now, on that computer, you've got this little Apple Mac key. It's like, with a little, looks like RAM. Um, whatever. No, denied. It looks like somebody come from the left side and the right side, and I was just in the middle. 6:43 at 9 degrees. Isn't that great? You've got the weather. What was wrong with the weather you had beforehand? The weather in between the weather that I called up on a telephone and got the information from a machine. But in case this voice had spoken to me and said, the weather in Sydney is 96 degrees. The weather in and so forth. Now, this replica is a 90s TV show on TV, Channel 10, called Seinfeld, um, where Simpsons were too. But this TV show had an episode once I saw, right? Because I'm sitting there watching it, and it's Kramer, and are you doing something that we recall? But remember last time you started doing something that was a repeat? Yeah. It's minute 6:45 now. Now, I always liked it when people would come in and they'd say, "Hey, Phil, do you need anything?" And I'd say, "Oh, I need this," and then I'd get it, and I wouldn't need it, and I'd realise, well, that's mighty odd, because. Anyways, turned out it was me. I had purchased it because I thought, oh, I'll need this, and then I looked and I realised, no, I'm just making up something that surely was a memory, but it wasn't the actual memory. That's okay. Okay. Now, moving on. Moving on. Beep. Hey, look at that. It's Pakuka. You ever thought Pakuka before? Can't believe this. I have to hydrate my hands. It's the only. Oh, hey, let me take it back. Now, say you're sitting there like I am, and then all of a sudden you feel something up your ass. Now, it doesn't go up your ass, it doesn't go down from your stomach to your ass, it's in your ass. Now, similar to this hand needing hydration, instead of hydrating it as I had done the 2 or 3 prior times, because I had just immediately gone in, wet my hands, and so forth, I'm seated here reminding you of the, what do you call it? 646? Yeah, 646, that's right. Now, before it turns to 15 minutes, we're going to stop that because it surely must be important. And great to see that it's not